Being open and ready to sell online doesn't mean more work. When it's set up correctly, it means more selling without more effort or overhead. The key is having accurate product data behind the scenes so orders, pricing, and product availability take care of themselves. Let's take a look at two situations most businesses are in today. At a high level, there's two starting points. Some of you already have an e-commerce website, and some of you do not. The ones lacking a web store means their sales are limited to walk-in traffic during business hours only. If you already have a website, the website itself usually isn't the problem. The real problem is what it takes to keep it current. We're talking about inventory here. Updates are manual and tedious, requiring a person to import data from one or more files, and if not done frequently, pricing and availability drifts out of sync. That's where oversells happen and customer service headaches start. When you're dealing with manufacturer pricing rules like MAP and MRP, manual updates make it hard to stay consistent. On top of that, suppliers have thousands of products, images, descriptions, shipping info, pricing availability. It's just a lot to manage. That's exactly why we created our WinFeeds technology. It handles the supplier data automatically so your existing site stays accurate without constant manual work. What's important is this: whether you need a complete site or you're using your own commerce site, you have the same challenge behind the scenes, managing product data efficiently and accurately. Whether you sell online or you're just getting started, the next few slides are definitely going to apply to you. If you don't have a web store today, this slide explains why that matters and without judgment. But know this: when your doors close, your competitors are still selling online. Amazon is still selling. If you don't have a web presence, Google can't show your products when people search for them. And AI tools don't know your business exists even to recommend it. That means sales are really limited to local foot traffic and your specific business hours. And for many small businesses, online selling keeps getting pushed off, not because it isn't important, but because it feels too hard to get started. And it really can be overwhelming. This is exactly the reason why we also provide a full turnkey solution called WinCart that uses our WinFeed technology and takes the supplier data and turns it into a working online store without making you learn websites, HTML, or learning any of this, how to manage any of the technology. When you're not open 24/7, revenue pauses outside of business hours. Your reach stays local. Business growth usually means higher costs, like another building, more space, more people, more overhead, basically. So let's talk about how things change when you finally have an online store and presence. Whether your customer likes to shop at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m., you're now able to sell your products and services even while you're on vacation, sleeping, or just spending time with family and friends. You have an online store and you're now open and able to help your customers all day, every day, even on holidays. And there's huge potential to find new customers outside of your store's physical location because everyone's around the block on the internet. It just doesn't matter. WinCard changes that equation. In less than a week, we take the CED supplier data and turn it into a working online store that sells when you're busy, you're closed, or you're focused on other parts of the business. The goal of WinCard isn't to replace what you do well in the store, it's to make sure opportunities aren't missed when customers want to buy. Let's quickly look at how this works in practice with drop shipping. We'll keep it really simple. A customer places an order on your online web store. Then you place the order at your supplier, in this case, CED. CED then ships the product directly to the customer. It's that simple. And from your customer's point of view, they bought the product from you. The reason this works so well is that you're not spending all of your money stocking inventory that you may or may not sell. And you have a reliable supplier that's willing to do it. They're going to buy, store, and ship all the items that you sell directly to the customer. The reason this process doesn't create chaos is because pricing and availability are accurate from our WinFeeds technology. Remember, when you just needed that product data or a full-blown, whether you just needed the product data or a full-blown store, WinCart, our WinFeeds technology is what delivers the updated CED products, pricing, and availability to your stores hourly. When supplier data is automated, you can sell a large catalog without stocking any inventory, without manual updates, without worries about shipping and fulfillment, and without constant firefighting. Your time stays focused on sales and customers and working on your business, not in the business. Let's take a look at how WinCart turns us into a complete turnkey solution. This is where everything comes together. WinCart uses our WinFeeds technology to automatically handle supplier data, pricing availability, and updates happen around the clock behind the scenes. We take the CED product data and build a complete online store around it. The store's customized with your branding, your content, and your categories. Inventory pricing and availability stay current automatically. In fact, we update your store's inventory as often as the supplier updates their feed. When orders come in, they're already organized and for purchasing and drop shipping. With WinCart, we handle everything: server hosting, content creation, product management via WinFeeds, backups, and live support so you're not managing websites or worried about things breaking. It's a fixed monthly cost, there's no royalties, and no per sale fees. If you need something changed on your site, content, layout, products, you don't have to figure it out yourself. You just call us and we do it for you as quickly as possible at no additional charge. It's our white glove support and it's all included and it continues as long as you're a customer. The key point is this: you're not building anything new, you're getting a working system. Let's talk specifically about WinFeeds now for the folks that have web stores already, because this is the core technology behind everything we do. WinFeeds is our data feed engine. It works with Shopify, Magento, WooCommerce, NOP Commerce, and many other popular e-stores. You won't have to change what you're already using. What WinFeeds does is automatically update your store with supplier product data, including product descriptions, images, specifications, pricing, and availability. It updates your store as often as the supplier updates their feeds. The WinFeed engine is used in every WinCart store we build, and now it's available for your store as well. That means your site stays accurate without spreadsheets, uploads, or manual fixes. Pricing and availability stay in sync. Oversells get prevented, and manufacturing pricing rules are enforced. WinFeed supports multiple pricing strategies so you can control margins and markups without constantly recalculating the numbers. The important takeaway is this: WinFeed handles the data work in the background so you can concentrate on everything else. Let's step back for a minute and talk about what you're actually paying for when you buy WinFeeds or WinCart. When people subscribe to the WinCart or WinFeed solutions, they're not just getting the software, they're getting a working system with full support from the USA included at no additional cost. What this really gives you back is time. You're no longer spending hours dealing with product updates, pricing changes, or availability issues. Your store can sell 24/7. Even when you're closed, busy, or focused on other parts of the business, you're no longer limited to local foot traffic. Customers can find you and buy from you online, and you don't need to hire somebody or add staff just to keep an online store running. The real value here is having a system that works in the background so you can focus on sales, customers, and running the business, not managing the technology. The WinCard build out process takes about a week. And this is where I want to make something very clear because this is where people usually worry about their own time and effort. With WinCart, it's a white glove guided process. Once you signed up, we take over. We start by setting up your store, connecting the CED supplier data, and configuring everything correctly using our WinFeeds technology. Then we customize the site with your branding, your categories, and your content. In most cases, we have WinCart stores live in about a week, and it looks like it's your store. And like I said, it uses your colors, your logo, your everything that you use for branding, we include it. You're not expected to learn technology, install anything, or figure things out on your own, and support doesn't stop after launch. It continues for as long as you're a customer. The goal of this process is really simple: get you selling online quickly without pulling you away from your business. Let me tell you about the amazing show offer we're making available to CED resellers. It's for a limited time, and this ends on February 15th, no exceptions. For CED resellers here today or who's looking at this video right now, we're offering a special head start on both WinCart and WinFeeds. As part of the show offer, we're reducing the ongoing monthly fees, not just the setup. WinCart's monthly licensing is reduced by $100 per month, bringing it to $199 a month, which is a $1,200 savings over the year. WinFeed's monthly licensing is reduced by $50 a month, bringing it to $99 a month, which is a $600 savings over the year. On top of that, we're waiving all the startup fees, but this deal is only valid until February 15th. So startup fees can go up to about $698 based on what you're getting and how you're configuring, and we waive all that if you buy it now, if you subscribe now. Full details and transparent pricing are on the CED specific page. It's wincart.com/CED-marine. Just scan the QR code in the bottom corner of the screen you're looking at or type in the URL. I'm going to leave the slide up and I'm happy to answer any questions now or one-on-one later. The show offer we talked about is for 2 weeks only because it's a show special and not forever pricing, and it's designed to remove the upfront risk and lower your annual cost. I'm available to answer any of your questions. My phone number will be posted as well, but I'll tell it to you right now. It's 561-572-0233, and I'm happy to talk to anybody and answer all of your questions. So take a look at the website. It's wincart.com, but make sure you purchase from the CED Marine page because that's where you get the big savings right now. And I want to thank everybody for taking the time to listen to me, and I hope I can help you grow your business very soon. Thanks a bunch. And again, my name is Mark Turkel. My company is Palm Beach Software Design. We've been around since 1987. I had brown hair back then. And we're a good company. We're solid. We're located in South Florida, and you can look us up and find out everything you want about us. We're the company you want to partner with. So I'm looking forward to meeting you. I want to hear from you soon, and thank you very much.